We know every game's going to be tough for us, and we knew they're 0-4. They had battled in a bunch of games. I thought they played with great toughness. Obviously, they stepped up and made some shots. They made some tough ones. Sometimes it's as simple as, make shots. You can win games. We have layups after layup after layup that we did not finish. We shoot for the game 36 and they shoot 50. They out-toughed us for balls in the second half. That's why I called timeout right away. I just, we can't, Monty's not in there. So now you got mixed up lineups, but, other guys got a rebound. Dejuan, he has nine rebounds last game. Now he has 2. So those are those little toughness plays, and then when it gets tough in the game, and we've been there every game so far this year, when it gets tough, we cannot melt down. We have to execute, and we got to get good shots. And cut it to 3, had a layup, didn't make the layup, obviously. Then it turned the tide, and it went their way.
First question to Kellis Robinette.
Yeah, Bruce, you were pretty heated there when you called that timeout in the second half. Was it just toughness that you were mad about, or was it something else?
Well, they got hustled us for a rebound to start the second half. And I did not want them to go on a run. I just felt I needed to get our guys going. And, it obviously it didn't do any good because they went on a run and got up to whatever. And then to our guys' credit, they battled. They compete. We got to be smarter, more disciplined, and we got to get some toughness. And obviously experience will help over the course of time. Thought our bench has gotten better. Rudy did better things. I thought Davion was better. Selton, I hope he's getting better. Still makes some mistakes. He's got to figure out what he is and how he can score and how we can use him. So then we can feel a little more comfortable to maybe not play Mike and Dejuan 34, 32, probably more, 30, 28. And so maybe we make those hustle plays that make a difference.
If you mentioned like the missed layups there in the second half, if Antonio makes that one and Nigel makes one, do you think that final scores may be different?
Well, it could have been. I thought in the first half where there were a bunch of them, we should have had the lead at half. I asked at halftime how many guys missed layups, and I bet 5. I don't know. You guys have the stats. I don't have it in front of me, but I bet 5 guys raised their hand and said they missed the layup. So, you make 4 of those. Now the score's different at halftime. The game's different, but we didn't make them. And then they made tough shots. Credit to them. There were some breakdowns on defense, some transition. They got some easy ones in fast break, but. You got to finish your easy plays if you're gonna win games.
All right, thanks, Bruce. I appreciate it.
Next question to Grant Flanders.
Hey, Coach. I'm wondering what is Monty's injury and how much was he missed in this type of game where you did have to go, small ball?
He hurt his knee again. It's the same knee, but a different spot. I don't think it's anything tragic but it held him out today. The bad part when you talked about small ball, matchups on defense are pretty good against them because they're playing small ball. But on offense to execute our stuff, had to do some things on the fly today. When Monty said he didn't think he'd be able to go, we knew we had to, mix Selton in at maybe at the 4, Mike in at the 4, somebody had to, kind of figure out what they were supposed to do. So it's, it is what it is. It's just part of it. We got to deal with it. Tone had played so well last game. He still has 9 rebounds, but just a couple of those plays. We need those older guys to carry us. I thought Nigel had 4 or 5 really good shots in the second half that he has made, and he just didn't make them. You needed somebody to step up when they were making the run to make the right play, the easy play, but we did not do that.
Speaking of that, did you think down the stretch Mike was maybe forcing it a little bit too much?
Yeah, he's, Dejuan did once, Mike did once, first half Selton did. I thought we started at the start of the game. Our whole thing was get the ball inside, dominate the paint. And, we shot, I think, three, 4 threes right away to start the game. And then they jump on us. We come back, but now you're chasing the whole time. Start at a half, same thing. Get behind, don't make the plays. And now you're chasing them and give them confidence.
And then the last one, although, Nigel wasn't able to shoot, quite as good as he has so far this year, he did some other good things on offense, assisting wise. Just how good has he looked, just as a whole, really as a freshman reading this offense?
Well, he's a good player. There's no doubt. And like I said, we're depending on him. We needed him to make some plays, some shots. And he didn't make them today. And, but yet he still has 6 assists. And, he has 5 rebounds for a little scrappy guy. And he's a great player. And, and he even had an injury, had to miss a day of practice also. So, it's part of the growing up process. It's painful right now, the growing up, but we got to stay with it, help them. They got to be more demanding of themselves, to be more disciplined, and that toughness part. We got to demand that also from them, and hopefully we can make some strides.
Thank you, Coach.
Next question to Cameron Bradley.
Hey, Coach, you acknowledged a couple of days ago that UNLV was a team that could score. Bryce Hamilton, David Jenkins Jr. both were in double digits, led the way in scoring. Can you assess their play against you guys?
I mean, they made plays. Bryce started out, we were guarding him. I mean, we were right there. He made tough shots. And then Jenkins got going, made tough shots, especially in that gut check part of the game. Credit to them. They're older guys. They've been through it, and they made the plays. They made the tough shots. And I thought I told our guys when they play me basketball, which they did in some of those early games, they're not as good a team. When they play we basketball, they're a much better team. They had 15 assists on 26 field goals, and Bryce still hit some tough ISO plays and that. So they shared the ball a little more. When they do that, I thought that was one thing TJ did last year, got them really to buy into the system and really buy into making people guard and then taking advantage of it. And that's what they did to us tonight.
When you saw Caleb Grill last year at Iowa State, did you see anything different from him this year at UNLV today?
Well, he's older. He's a year older. He's stronger. I thought we did a great job on him in the first half, and then he banks in a 3, get going, makes one other 3, gets a steal, gets a layup. He's a good young man, great family. We recruited him. We wanted him. He made the decision. He thought we had too many guards. He went to Iowa State. And, now TJ had recruited him. He probably had committed to them early in the first place till TJ went to Vegas. So he's back with the guy that he feels comfortable with. He's playing the 4. He's smart. He knows how to play. And he's a little older, a little tougher, a little stronger.
Thanks, Coach.
Next question to Kellis Robinette.
Bruce, I remember back in the preseason you mentioned that December might be a time when Luke got going with you guys. What's his timetable for return like right now?
He's starting to run now. He got out of the pool. He's starting to run on the court. And the next step, I actually talked to him yesterday. The next step is jumping to see if he can deal with the pounding, and that'll come with some time. Same thing, Carlton finally got into practice this week for 2 or 3 days. He didn't play for 3 months, so it's going to take him a little time, but I think that's one of the reasons if we end up Tuesday playing Fort Hays, I'm doing this. One, we need reps. We need experience, and we need to be able to play some of those other guys that didn't have opportunity early.
So that's a possibility on Tuesday. You guys could.
Yeah, we've talked about looking at that. We're trying to get obviously a Division I game. If something happens, somebody else shuts down and somebody pops up. you know, in today or tomorrow. But if not, we're looking. We've talked to Fort Hayes about it the other day. So, you know, we'll see what happens with that.
All right. Thanks, Pierce.
Milwaukee was obviously pushed back till Friday. That's their, I think, couple days that they're out of their pause, and they're able to play Friday night.